From high school pranks to tactical escapes, fire alarms have become one of Hollywood's most dramatic tools. But why do they show up so often, and what do they actually trigger? Today, we're breaking down every major fire alarm scene in movies and TV shows, what caused them, and how they shaped the story. In the classic Doctor Who episode The Trial of a Time Lord, Part 11, the third episode to the Terror of the Vervoid segment, the sixth Doctor and Mel are curious to find out what's going on in the isolation room, and in order to be rid of the guard, the Doctor walks to the fire emergency panel, grabs the axe, and smashes the fire alarm glass. As the corridor fills with flashing lights and a shrill trill, he orders the guard to rescue trapped passengers in the lounge, and grabs a mask for himself and Mel as they enter the isolation room. And they find a horrifying sight: a woman mutated into a half-human, half-plant hybrid. Her face is overgrown with green and orange vines, and one eye is insect-like. In the 2005 reboot of Doctor Who, Rose Tyler realizes her boyfriend Mickey Smith has been replaced by a plastic Autumn. To help the Doctor escape, she presses the fire alarm call point in a crowded London restaurant. The alarm triggers chaos, diners flee, sprinklers activate, and the Doctor slips away unnoticed, with Rose following him straight to the TARDIS. It's a classic example of using a fire alarm as a diversion tactic. In Mean Girls, Janice and Damien pull the fire alarm during a chaotic school assembly to expose Regina George's sabotage. Sprinklers erupt, soaking everyone, including Regina's sabotaged burn book pages. It's a comedic climax that uses the alarm to amplify a drama and humiliation. John McClane, the king of improvised tactics, uses a lighter to heat a sprinkler head in Die Hard. This sets off a fire alarm and forces the terrorists to react. It's a clever move, though in reality, heating a sprinkler head might not trigger the full alarm system. In Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Jake Peralta accidentally activates the fire suppression system by flipping a mislabeled switch. The sprinklers flood the precinct, ruining Terry's protein powder and causing real general chaos. It's a pure sitcom comedy. No fire, just a comedy of errors. Dustin, in Stranger Things, hacks the school's HVAC system to activate the sprinklers and disorient a Demogorgon. It's a tech-savvy move that shows how fire systems can be weaponized in sci-fi. While unlikely in real life, it fits the show's hacker kid aesthetic. In The Breakfast Club, Bender's rebellious smoking triggers the sprinklers, soaking the library and the students. It's a metaphor for disruption. His defiance literally rains on their detention. In Season 1, Episode 4 of the Netflix original series Wednesday, 3 people go into the school dance to sabotage it with a prank, as they have filled the sprinklers with red paint. And once the pull station is pulled, the red paint rains down and soaks everyone, turning the entire dance into a bloodbath. And Wednesday originally thought that it actually was blood, but was kinda upset when she found out it was just paint. In The Matrix, the iconic lobby shootout ends with sprinklers cascading over Neo and Trinity. The alarm isn't pulled, but the destruction triggers the system. It adds a cinematic flair to an already legendary scene. In Leon the Professional, Leon pulls the fire alarm to evacuate a building and escape police surveillance. It's a classic assassin move. Use the crowd as cover and disappear. Simple, effective, and realistic. In Girl Meets World, Maya is protesting homework and freedom. Falco pulls out his project about the burning of Atlanta leading to the end of the Civil War and peace, and that peace is worth fighting for. Maya steals one of his sparklers and holds it up to a sprinkler, causing it to activate, and the fire alarm activates as well. And Troy gives Maya detention, and Farkle climbs on Troy and refuses to get down while everyone else evacuates. And there is another scene in Yomi's world where Riley believes that Maya is a volcano waiting to explode, and when the fire alarm gets triggered in that episode, Riley believes that because Maya exploded, but she did not. And the loudspeaker came on later to prove Maya's innocence by saying that it was a glitch in the fire alarm system. So that's two moments in Yomi's world. In Jason Bourne, the titular spy causes multiple fire alarms to go off across multiple buildings in one whole area during a surveillance-heavy tech conference. The crowd evacuates, cameras lose him, and he vanishes. It's Testfoot Bourne used chaos to escape. In an episode of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, Chloe calls the fire department to report a fire in the school, and then a fire alarm in the school sounds, which that shows that the fire department themselves had the activation switch, but that's not right, because they do not. The activation switch for a fire alarm should always be mounted in said school, whether it be a manual control point or a fire alarm pole station. And that is all the scenes I had, so if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment on if I missed anything.